Hello everybody, welcome back to Hard Reset Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you the most efficient way to start playing the Schedule 1. So first, all we need to do is create a new game and now specify a name for your organization. Now remember to click on skip prologue if you are not a new player and you played the demo version. And if not, then simply play the prologue first to know more about the game. So now we're gonna click begin game. And now, as you guys can see, first we have some cutscenes. So let me skip them by holding the spacebar. And now we have to customize our appearance. So let me just click right through it and click done. As you guys can see, we are in our RV and we know it's gonna blow up whenever we go from here. As you guys can see, we have to talk to Uncle Nelson on a payphone, so we cannot leave it until those two plants grow to 100%. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those LED grow lights and we're gonna take some suspicion racks with the pots to start with 2 grow tents. Now what we can do is fill up the watering can with water and pour water over the targets right here. Now let me do it one more time. And now we need to wait. In the meantime, we can take the plant trimmers, and now what we can do is simply just wait. It's the most boring part, but after we do that, it will be much easier to progress. So as you guys can see, this plant is ready to harvest, so let me take it. And now we need to go to the packaging station and pack it all up. As you guys can see, we have 2 OG cushions left because we don't have baggies anymore. But now we can take the packaging station. And we also can take the plastic pot, now the LED grow light and the suspension rack. So now we need to wait for this plant to go to 100%. And then we're gonna leave the RV. Now we need to harvest it as quick as possible. And now we need to take everything from here. Now what we're leaving is this shelf. So now let me go and talk to Uncle Nelson on a payphone. Now we can skip it. And now we need to collect the stashes behind the canal. Now, as you guys can see, we have everything, and now we need to head back to the RV. As you guys can see, now it exploded, and now we need to go back here and read the note. So, as you guys can see, everything is in flames. And here we have a note saying, "Welcome to Highland Point, this is our territory, don't interfere, by TB." So now we need to head back and talk to Uncle Nelson once again. And now we need to head over to the motel. As you guys can see now, here, oh sorry, I was trying to enter already, but first we need to talk to Donna. So now we're gonna rent a room. And as you guys can see, now we can head back here. So let me place 2 pots, 2 suspension racks, and 2 grow lights. Now here we have the medium rack, and now here we're gonna place the packaging station. Now what we can do is get rid of the floor lamp and get rid of the TV to get more space. Now as you guys can see, it looks much better. And now what we need to do is get some soil and maybe electric trimmers. So now we're at the hardware store, and now what we need to buy is some soil. So buy 2. And here you need to say that you're a drug dealer to get some speed grow on the house. Now head back to the motel. And what we need to do next is get contact to Albert Hoover to get some seeds. Now as you guys can see, here we need to fill it with soil now. And now let me apply, oh never mind, I cannot because we do not have any seed. So now we need to go back here to the skate park and talk to Uncle Nelson. Now here we need to order a dead drop. We have an order limit up to $275, so we're gonna use it all by placing the order for 9 seeds. Now as you guys can see, we need to wait for the dead drop. So what you guys can do now and get your money up is go to the casino. Let me show you guys how easy it is to get some quick buck off of the casino. So first, now we need to wait for the dead drops. As you guys can see, it's 230 seconds. Now what we can do is go over to blackjack and play for some low cash. As you guys can see, we have a 20. Now we need to stand. And we won 50 bucks. Now what we can do is use those 50 bucks here and try not to lose it on the first round. So I'm going to go with the red one, as you guys can see. Now we're going to go with the higher option, higher than the 3 of hearts. And now it's kind of risky to predict that if the card is inside or outside, so let me forfeit and collect my $150. As you guys can see, now it's only 180 minutes and we made some more money. So let me try and win again. As you guys can see, we have a 20 and now we can stand it. And this is how you can easily make money. So now we're gonna go back to the hotel room and try to get some sleep before going for the dead drop. As you guys can see, now we're gonna go to sleep. And the first day is bad. But let me show you what we can do now. The dead drop is at the skate park, so it's right here, close to motel. Now we're gonna get it, and now we need to sew it. Now, as you guys can see, we have everything we need. Now we need to pour some water on it, so it starts growing. And now, what we need to do next is use that speed grow that we got for free. Basically, speed grow will help us grow those plants faster, so it's pretty useful. But remember, it lowers the quality, so do not use it all the time. As you guys can see, now we have everything here, and now we can list it in the products app to finally start selling it. Ask for $45, and now we need to wait for a message from a customer. Now, before that, what we need to do is go to the hardware store back again and buy some baggies. Now, as you guys can see, we have a quest to buy 10 of them, but what we're gonna do is buy 20, and after that we'll start getting jars. So as you guys can see, we have a first deal here. Let me go and get it, and as you guys can see, it's on the basketball court, so it's right here. Now we made our first money by dealing. It's $155, and that's pretty cool. Now what we need to do is wait for it to grow, and you can place the baggies here in the meantime. Now we have some left, so let me pack it. And what we can do next is go over to potential customers. As you guys can see, here we have two. It's Peter and Donna. So let me go get them. Now it's 87% chance of success, so let's hope it works. Yes, it did. So now we need to find Peter. Now it's 87% too, so let's hope it did work. Yes, it did. And as you guys can see, we have two new customers. So now we need to go find Chloe Bowers. She's probably a cashier. Yes, she is. And it's 75% of success, so it might not work. It did, so it's good. Now we have another deal from Kyle Cooley. Let me accept it. And as you guys can see, it's right in front of the motel. Even though it says it begins in 1 hour, they show up pretty early, so we might have a chance of seeing him faster here. Here's Kyle, and now we need to wait for him to go right here. Now we're going to give him free OG Kush, and we made $165, plus we got a bonus for quick delivery. Here we got 4 OG Kush for Peter behind Tackle Ticklers. So it's right here, as you guys can see, and now we need to wait for him. Oh, he's here, as you guys can see. He's late. But that doesn't matter because we made $242. Now we need to talk to Uncle Nelson on the payphone again. And now we need to unlock one more customer. So now open a map, and here, as you guys can see, we have many potential customers. Now we're gonna go to Ludwig and see if he likes my product. So let me talk to him. It's 79%, so I hope that it works. Okay, so now we need to talk to Mrs. Ming at the Chinese restaurant right here. So as you guys can see, I'd like to buy a room. It's $800. And now what we can do is try and pickpocket it back. I failed, so it's pretty bad, considering now I have to kill her. And now we did not get our money back, but if you're lucky enough, then you may have a room for free. Now what we need to do is move the grow tents and everything here to the new room. And also we have a deal here. Now, as you guys can see, we have a deal behind Tackle Ticklers, so let me quickly get it. Here's Sam. And now we made $80. Now here we need some trimmers to harvest all of it. As you guys can see, the difference is massive because we got 12 of OG Kush from one pot. But if we bought a grow tent like normal people do at the start, then we would only get 8. So now we would have gotten like 16, but now we got 24, which is pretty insane. Now let me pack it up and we'll start moving to the Chinese restaurant. Now, as you guys can see, we're gonna take it all. And now we're gonna move up here. This is our new apartment. It's much bigger than the motel, so we might have a chance to do more here. Now, as you guys can see, we have a bed here, and we got a small storage rack, so let me place a storage rack right here. Let me start placing the pots. And now move everything here. Now place every product that you have here, so you have space to move everything at once. As you guys can see, we have deals here. Let me accept them at late night. I'll show you guys how to make some more money. Now let's head back to the motel and get our suspension rack from here. Now collect the packaging station and we leave the motel. It was pretty fast, so now let's go and settle in our new apartment. As you guys can see, here we have everything. So now let's place packaging station right here and place those suspension racks here. Now we got everything we need to take here. Let's take it or put it back. And now let's get some baggies. Now let's get some salt too, because we lack this. Let's buy some jars. Let's say, oh, we don't have enough money, so let me get like 10 jars and I'll go to the ATM. Now let's get 20 baggies too. And remember to keep some of the cash in the ATM. Let's say we're gonna deposit $100. And let's keep it 50-50. Now let's buy it and head back to the motel room. Oh, sorry, the Chinese apartment. As you guys can see, we're gonna put some soil right in here. And some more in here. Now let me get this and let me use the jars. As you guys can see, we can take 5 of the product at once and we can pack it just like that. We do that by clicking the right mouse button, and as you guys can see, now we have 2 jars full of OG Kush. It's only for people that would buy like 5 or 10, so we're not gonna use that. As you guys can see, now we have 2 jars and 2 baggies. Let me get 2 more. And now, as you guys can see, I have 17 OG Kushes in my inventory. Here we have 10 and here we have 2. So now, let me get 2 of those seeds and now plant them. As you guys can see, now we need to pour some water on it. And we basically repeat the same process all the time. Now let's put the soil back. And now we'll take a deal for it now. As you guys can see, we have the shipping containers near Sauerkraut Supreme. So it's right here. As you guys can see, we have Mick. You can try and pickpocket $70 off of him. And now talk to him and give him what he wants. So we made around $140. just from one deal. Here we have the lights, it's much better. And here we have a trash can. So let's keep it clean for now. And let's refill the watering can. So now we need to wait for it. Here we have everything we need. And as you guys can see, Polish curfew is in effect now until 5 AM. So let me show you how to make money while being chased by police officers. Of course, we'll try to dodge them and avoid them. As you guys can see, we have the deal behind the sauerkraut supreme pizzeria for both of them. So we're gonna wait here. Now, as you guys can see, police officers should be walking by any minute. Let me talk to Uncle Nelson. And now we're gonna wait for the customers to come here. As you guys can see, we got another deal from Jesse, so we can take it for the late night. And as you guys can see, both of them are here. So now we got $60 instead of 50 because we got a curfew bonus. Here we made $66, and now we need to go behind Tackle Ticklers to complete a deal for free OG Cushes. As you guys can see, Jesse is right here, and the police officers are right there. So now, let me complete the deal. We made $168. Now, as you guys can see, the police officers only look in front of him. They don't look behind. So, as you guys can see, now he got suspicious because I looked at him. But he's just looking in one direction. He doesn't turn around. So, it's pretty cool. And now I'm wanted. So, what I need to do is basically escape to the air. It's pretty simple, just go here and spam on your spacebar. As you guys can see now, we're up in the air and the wanted level is going down. Police don't see us anymore, so now we are pretty much chilling. Now we can enter our house and go to sleep because we got no more deals. As you guys can see, we made $1,000 now, so we're starting off strong. And now we leveled up to Street Rat 2. Street Rat 3, and now let's continue. As you guys can see, we had one deal overnight that we didn't do. So now what we can do is get those seeds ready to plant them again, get some soil, and now harvest them. Now let's pour the soil here into the pot. And now harvest the second one. Now let's plant the soil. And now water it. Now let's use those seeds because we got 9 of them. Now we are probably at like, yeah, we have 3 left now, but here we have 9 as you guys can see, and we have almost, here we have 10, we have 34, and we sold like 20, so that's pretty cool. Now what we can do is we have the 20 right here, and now let's get some jars and pack it just like that. Now what we can do with those jars is not sell them, but give them to a dealer, which we're gonna get as soon as we get to Chloe, Ludwig or Beth, because we need a friendly relationship with them. Here we have the Ludwig. As you guys can see, they recently completed a deal, so now they are unavailable. But here, any contacts, as you guys can see, here we can easily check them out. Here is Ludwig, and now it's neutral. But after 2 deals, I think, or maybe 1, it will go up to friendly, the blue one, and then we are gonna be ready to get ourselves a dealer. Now, as you guys can see, I have a deal to go next to the barber shop. So let me show you around the map. Where is it? Let's go through the skate park near Tackle Ticklers. And here is Austin standing, as you guys can see. Now we're going to give him 3 of it, and it's $160 made. Now let's go to the hardware store and purchase a trash bag to clean up in the Chinese room. As you guys can see, we got a deal for 4 OG Kush. So let me counter offer it, and at $10. Now let's go to the afternoon, and it begins in 1 hour. So what we need to do is wait for Kyle to come here, and in the meantime we'll get ourselves some trash bags. So let me get 10 of them, and we see Kyle coming. As you guys can see, Peter File wants 5 OG Kush, so that's a full jar. Once again, let me give it to the afternoon. And now we're getting rid of the jar. As you guys can see, we got $258 because we completed a deal without it even beginning. So let me go to the basketball court now, and let's do the same with Peter. As you guys can see, we made $302, so that's pretty okay. Here we have a potential customer. It's 90%, so let's see. We got a new customer unlocked. So the next thing that we can do is increase the price here, not by much, but maybe $48 or $49. It's $11 higher than the suggested one. And now what we can do is pay Albert Hoover, because we cannot order dead drops. Now let's insert $270 in here. And now we can order another dead drop. Now we're gonna go for sour seed, diesel seed. Let's buy as much as we can, and now the drop will be ready in 4 hours. So now it's 1 p.m. and we need to wait 4 more hours. Now let's get the trash back and let's clean up first. I'll show you how to get money from trash. It's pretty simple. What we need to do is bag the trash, now pick it up and go over here. As you guys can see, here we have the cash for trash. Now we're gonna start it, and as you guys can see, we made $9. Not much, but it's always something. Now we're gonna go for it. 1 OG Kush at the skate park. And Sam is right here, so let me talk to him and let me give him what he wants. Now let me see more potential customers. We got 2 more, so let's go to Mr. Ming. She will probably be here. Yes. Let me give you a free sample. It's 74% of success. So let's see. Yes, we got another customer. And now we need to go for Beth Pen. She's standing right here next to the parking. So let me try. It's 65% chance of success. It's even lower. So let's try it and hope she will become our customer. Never mind, she didn't. So we don't give up. We go to Peggy Myers now. Let's see. Let's see if she's here. Oh, she isn't. She's moving. Okay, so let me try and catch her. Where is she now? We missed her, so she might be here. Yes, so let me interest her in a free sample. It's even lower, 63% chance of success. Let's see if it works. Yes, it did. So we got Peggy Myers. Now let's see what we can do in the meantime. We can try and get Ludwig to buy something from us. It doesn't have to be overpriced, but all we need is a friendly relationship with him. So let me try. Never mind, he doesn't want to buy anything right now. So we will need to wait a couple of more minutes. And now what we can do is harvest those 2 plants. As you guys can see, here we have everything. Now let me get those jars here too. As you guys can see, we have blue and the green ones. Here we have some more baggies. And now we're gonna harvest those 2 plants. Now, before I do that, I'll show you a cool trick on how to trim them faster. So now what we need to do is basically go to the ATM and deposit some cash, because we didn't do that in a time. So we have $260 now. Let's go to the hardware store and now purchase an electric plant trimmer. It's 50 bucks. And now I'll show you the difference. With the normal plant trimmer, what you can do is basically click it. But with the electric plant trimmer, now what you can do is basically hold it. It's much faster, as you guys can see. We cut it all in no time. And yeah, it's pretty efficient. If you want to collect things faster, then it's definitely for you. Now we have 4 jars left, so let me use all of them. And now go and try to sell them. So as you guys can see, we have 4 more jars, and now we will have 8 more baggies. Now we got 8 empty baggies left, so you place them on a shelf. Now place the trash bags on a shelf too, and the watering can. Now let me take all of the product, and now get some deals. As you guys can see, we have a deal on the basketball court, so we're already here, and now we're waiting for our customer. Now you can also pick up a baseball bat if you want to defend yourself in the game. It's pretty cool. So now let me complete the deal. Without further ado, as you guys can see, we made $187. So you get a bonus before it expires. You get a 1 hour bonus. If you're under 1 hour, then you get 10% bonus. And in the curfew, you get also 10%. So that's pretty cool. As you guys can see, we have the sour diesel seed now. And what we need to do now is go and buy some soil. Now let's get some long life soil because it's much better. We'll get 4 of these. And now let's get some deals. Behind Thompson Construction and Demolition, it's right here. So let's wait for him. He's coming already, so that's good. Now let's give him what he wants, and as you guys can see, we made $95. Now we got another deal behind Tackle Ticklers, so I guess we're not going back home today. We need to wait for Donna. And Donna's right here. What we can do is try and wait for the curfew to start, but I think that would take too much of the time, so let me just complete a deal now and get those $120. Now what we can do is go back to the apartment and don't do deals today because we made a lot of cash already. We have 30 OG cushions in those jars, so that's pretty cool. Now let's use the soil and place it right here. Now let's use those seeds that we got. Not OG Kush anymore, but sour diesel. And as you guys can see, it's gonna grow after we give it some water. So now what we can do is go to sleep to basically skip the time of growing because it will grow overnight. So let's put everything on a shelf. And now let's head back to sleep. In day 3, we made $1,168. It's pretty cool. So let's continue, and as you guys can see, we leveled up. Now we're a street rat 5. And now we're at Hoodlum 1. We have mixing station already, and we got a new region. So that was pretty fast. As you guys can see, the plants grew overnight. So now what we can do is get those electric plant trimmers that I talked about, and let's just harvest them. As you guys can see, now what we can do is basically get some baggies and try to get the product. Remember, we need to put it right here for sale. So let me put it at $50 and now list it. Now we have only 8 baggies, but that's enough to make us more money. And now we got 16 of sour diesel left. We need to wait for the deals. As you guys can see, we have one already. It's behind Highland Range, so it's not far from here. It's just right behind this building. As you guys can see, Jesse is right here. So let me give him what he wants. Oh, he wants free OG Kush. So let me head back to the apartment. And as you guys can see, we got another deal coming. So let me get it. It's at North Waterfront. So now let's get those Kushes. And go right here. Because here we have Austin. He wants free sour diesels, and now we made $180. We're gonna go back to Jesse. He's still standing and waiting for us, so we cannot forget about him. Okay, so you want free OG Kush? Yes sir, $155. As you guys can see, our bank account is at $1,649. Oh sorry, that's our cash. But let me quickly deposit it all. And as you guys can see, now we're standing at $1,739. It's pretty cool. So the next thing that we're gonna do is buy a mixing station. And now we need to place it right in the Chinese apartment. Let's place it right here. And now let's go to gas mart. If you go to the canal here, then the gas mart would be here. As you guys can see, the sign here. So let me go here and buy some cuke and banana. Now it's pretty cool because we unlocked mixing, and out of those 2 ingredients that cost us $80, we can make much more. So let's head back to the apartment and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Now we got another deals coming. I prefer cleaning the chats, as you guys can see, so it's not a mess. Let me go for the afternoon. It's at North Waterfront, it's right here. So we do not need to stress about it. Here we have the mixing station. And now we need to enter some product that we have. So for me, it would be 16 of sour diesels. First, we'll start off with a cuke. And here we need to take it all and put it inside. So as you guys can see, now we need to put the cuke here and start the machine. Now it's gonna take a real life 1 minute, so we need to wait. But in the meantime, we'll get some deals coming. As you guys can see, I need more sour diesel. So what I need to do next is go to the hardware store and buy some more baggies, jars, and maybe a shelf to store more product. So first, let me start off with the large storage rack. Let's get 2 of these. And now let's get, for example, 20 baggies. And now head back to the apartment. Now the deals are starting, so let me quickly go and get Kyle. Now we made $198 because we got a quick delivery bonus. And if we're fast enough, then we can make another $1. As you guys can see, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We got some more, and now let's head back to Peter. Peter's right here. As you guys can see, the deal still expires in 5 hours. So we might have done it. As you guys can see, we made $209 instead of $190 because we were fast. So that's what I was talking about. We made a quick $1 off of that. So now let's place some shelves here. And now we can store everything. As you guys can see, here you have the market value of $48 now. And now let's put some banana on it. As you guys can see, this is pretty insane. The process is pretty cool. So now let's start it and wait for it to mix. As you guys can see, we have 10 of cuke and 10 of banana left. And here we have some trash. So what we can do with it, basically get a trash bag and try to bag this one and put this one here. Now let's place it here. It will disappear after some time, so don't worry about it. And now we got some more deals coming. Now the deal is in front of the motel, so we gotta hurry. It's going to be right here. So hello Sam, and as you guys can see, we made $95. Now here comes the Geraldine magic, because Geraldine is a customer with very low standards and he always buys in bulk. So as you guys can see, he needs 6 sour diesel and he'll pay a lot of money for it. So that's pretty insane. Now we have guaranteed $365. Now it needs water, so let me water it. Now let's get some seeds and let's put them inside. Now I'm afraid 2 hours is not long enough. So what we need to do with it is get a speed grow, because Geraldine, as I said, it has very low standards. So we don't need to care about the quality of it. So let's get some speed grow and let's get PGR. Now we'll get fertilizer too, and I'll show you guys the magic of those free bottles. So it doesn't matter which one we use first, because it will all stack up anyway. So let's go with speed grow first. Now let's apply it here too. And now let's use PGR to increase the quantity of our plants. And last but not least, here we have the fertilizer. It increases the quality, so it's pretty cool, but remember that the PGR and the speed grow lowers them, so we still get bad quality off of that, but it's much faster, and most of the people actually take low quality, so it will be just like that. Now let's go get the trash bag. And let's bag this trash. Let's go to the trash for cash machine, because here I think we might have some of dollars here. Let's see how much dollars we have here. We have $9, never mind. I thought it would be like 30, but no, not really. So now, as you guys can see, we have the Aspen Daff. Here we have $62 of value. And now what we can do is put it here. And now sell it. Now we have 10 of it, so let's go here and now set it for $70 per 1 unit. And let's stop selling OG Kush. We have many deals, never mind. We have OG Kush here. Let's start all the deals. Here we have a lot of it. So now let's unpackage it. As you guys can see, let's unpackage one of the jars. And let's pack the OG Kush right here. Now let's go and sell it to the clients. But we're gonna leave a jar and get some more OG Kush here. So what we're gonna do now is go next to Bots Bar, or maybe shipping containers, because it's right here. So let's get it over with now. She wants 1 OG Kush. And as you guys can see, now we can talk to Benji Coleman. And he's gonna be our dealer. So here, now the police is chasing me, so I cannot sell it to her. But what we can do in the meantime is talk to Benji Coleman. Of course, if she doesn't catch me. So let's go and let's see. He takes $500 and he will take 20% of everything. So now I wanted to give him some product, but I guess I can't because police is chasing me. So let me quickly escape from the police. Let me do the jump. And now let's wait for the wanted level to go down. As you guys can see, there's no police around me. So now we can enter our home. And what we need to do next is leave some of the product here. We need to provide Benji with 10 weed. So let's do it. What we need to do now is go to Benji. He lives in the motel number 2. So now let's trade some items. Let's give him 3 jars and let's give him some Aspen Death. And now he will make money for us. As you guys can see, we have 2 deals at Tackle Ticklers, so let me quickly get them. The first one is Ludwig. And now there she comes. So let me try and it's 90. Never mind. She didn't want that, but she took it anyway. And now she despawned, but I wanted to pickpocket it. So now the problem is I don't have 4 OG Kush, so let me try and sell the whole jar. We're gonna provide more than expected, but we still made money for generosity and the curfew. So that's pretty good. Now Geraldine is waiting for us with those 6 sour diesels. So let me harvest 16 of them. And now what we need to do is pack them right here. So we need to go get the jars. And after that, we're gonna go and pay him a visit behind Thompson Construction and Demolition. What I'm gonna do is assign customers to Benji. Now let's do it randomly, but after we unlock another dealers like Molly, then we might think about changing that. But for now, it don't matter what customers you assign them to. And as you guys can see, now in this day we made $1,304. So it's pretty fast. And as you guys can see, we're at Hoodlum 1. Now we need to wait for Benji to complete a deal. And this is how you can easily progress fast and how to start efficiently in Schedule 1. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.